back to my channel. Welcome back to another live video. Bear with me guys, I'm just crossing the road. So I wanted to do this video for a while now, and I feel like now is the best time to do it. I did promise you guys that I was going to do a first date video, my first impression on it. uh, I thought it would be fun. As you guys know that I don't do dating anymore, but yeah, I'm just going back in time. This is like the first impression is from what I can remember, because sometimes when you look back to your past, it's hard to sorry, I have to pay attention when people are driving crazy. I just don't know. You don't know if they're going to crash, or I don't want to be crashed into it. um, People drive like idiots sometimes. Yeah, but as I was saying, um, it's hard to remember exactly how you were feeling when you go back in time, because obviously you're going back on your memory, and sometimes your memory might not be able to hold all the vital information. So I'm just going by what I can remember at the time. I might also reflect on it based on now as well, but I'm going to mainly try and do my first impression. Okay guys, so going back in time, so I was a baby when I went on my first date. I was 23. I was very nervous. Yeah, so let's start with how I met this guy. So most of you know I love dancing. I was a party animal as well. So any occasion to go clubbing, I would take that opportunity. So me and a few other students were partying in a nightclub, and I always wander off when I'm in the club. Like if I'm with my friends and they're not in the right room, I like to go into the room where the beats are banging. So I left them because they used to just like to be in the popular room. So the popular room would play dance music, you know, the normal hits, whereas I wanted to be in the R&B room. So yeah, I went in the R&B room and I was dancing as usual, and I remember banging into somebody, right? And I think it was that guy. So I remember banging into him. It could have been him, I can't remember, guys. And we turned around and we both looked at each other, and I was checking him out. It's so funny. I was checking him out. I was drunk, guys. I was drunk. But I wasn't drunk to the point that I don't remember anything that's going on. Hi, car guy Oscar, how are you? So I was not drunk to the point that I don't remember what's going on. Like I was aware of what's going on, but I was drunk, if that makes sense. So guys, I'm like paying attention to the road. So I kind of hate doing these videos when I'm out and about, because it's like I want to get into the story and then I get so distracted with what's going on around me. So yeah, so as I was saying, AAP, what's up? How are you? Hi, Ishan. Oh, that's actually a nice name, Ishan. I like that. I like that name. How are you? Yeah, so thank you so much for the like, guys. Hi, good sir, Gunfight Arena. How are you? Yeah, so I banged into him. We both turned around and looked at each other, and I checked him out, so he knew I was interested in him. God's sake, I can't believe I'm telling this story. So anyway, skip forward. I'm not going to go into all the details, guys, but I just remember that I was like, right, I'm gonna get away from this guy. So I'd leave that room and go into another room, and he actually tracked me down. He actually tracked me down. He went into the room that I was in with my friends, the popular room, and I could see him looking for me, and he came over to me. I was just like, oh my God. I don't know why women do that on a night out. It's like they act interested and then they pull away on a night out, and then the guys are like chasing them down. So anyway, eventually I got away from him. AP said 100. Good sir, Gun Fight Arena. I'm good, thank you. Hi, Season. How are you? So, if any breaks, guys, if I'm crossing the road, I'm gonna pay 100% attention to the road because I'm about to get run over. Because you know how some people just drive reckless. They're not gonna care if someone is crossing the road. They're not gonna really care. Okay, the light's on red. I'm gonna cross. Hoping that the cars will stop. Yeah. So as I was saying, guys. Oh, as I was saying. Yeah, so I managed to get away from him in the end, and obviously I went home with my friends. I don't go home with guys that I don't know. I wouldn't go home with anyone anyway because that's weird. But each to your own. If people want to do that, that's their business. Thank you so much for the like. So anyway, we must have exchanged details because I had him on Facebook. I actually don't remember exchanging details, but somehow we did. So he wanted to meet up, and that's when the date began. So he said, let's meet up, blah, blah, blah. I can't remember the conversation, guys. I just remember that we met up. So I remember freaking out like crazy. I had my friend. Guys, I was with international students. I love international people. My friend was from Lithuania. She spoke English and she was studying in the UK. And I just, because out of the group, me and her was close. Like, me and her got on. She loved Nicki Minaj. So funny. She was obsessed with Nicki Minaj. Yeah, she loved R&B. So when we went clubbing, she was the only one out of the friend group that would come to the R&B room with me because all the people were just like in the popular room. So me and her got really close. She was like someone that, if you're close, you're like family close. You know what I mean? Like, this is like, she's very protective of her circle. That's the kind of friend that she was. So you knew if you was in her circle because she made you feel safe. So I remember saying to her, that guy, because she saw the guy on a night out, I said, that guy wants to meet up. I said, what do I do? What do I wear? I was freaking out like crazy because I'd never been on a date before. And I was so nervous, but my first thought was, I've got to be safe. Like, I need to let her know where I am and, you know, like text her so she knows where I am at all times. That was my first thought because, like, yeah, I'm so used to being able to tell family where I am, but I was far away from home. So obviously she's the closest thing I had. Yeah, so anyway, she was telling me it's fine. You just go and meet him for a coffee and just chill. I remember her telling me to chill. So anyway, I went to meet him and this is my first time seeing him like in daytime, not in the nightclub. Because when you see people in the nightclub, you can't see their face properly. You think you can, but they always look different. So I remember thinking, oh, he looks a bit different. Like, I remember seeing him, but I wasn't like too like 100% on him. But obviously I had to continue with the date. And then we went to, is it called Rouge? The Cafe Rouge? Yeah, that's it. I don't know how to pronounce it, guys. We went there, and obviously he paid. And we sat down, we talked. So it was like a normal conversation. So whatever the crazy things in my head that I was getting nervous about didn't really matter. We were talking. I just remember I was doing a lot of listening. And he was talking about where he's from. He was from, one second guys, to that music. So he was from Romania and he was half Romanian and half Turkish. So he was talking a lot about his background, talking a lot about his mum. He had a mum and sister. He said that he goes to Turkey a lot. So he was talking about his lifestyle, how he wants to live and stuff. And I just remember switching off. Like, he was like, he was saying how he likes to live a luxury life. And I was just thinking, that's just not me. That's just not me. I remember him saying that he likes to, oh my God, what was he saying? All I remember is like luxury life. I don't know if it was like, I wouldn't say yachts and stuff like that. I don't know. I just remember thinking, this is not how I want to live. I'm not a luxury person. I do like a bit of like luxuries here and then, but I'm not somebody that lives like some rich girl or whatever you call it. And I was just thinking, nah, this is not me. So I was switched off when he was talking to me. I think it's because I was immature at that age. I was only 23. Took me ages to mature as a person. So I think if I was to go on a date with him now, I would still be turned off by the luxury lifestyle. I don't think that's me. I think I probably would have spoke more on the date if I went on a date now. I wouldn't be as nervous. Yeah, but anyway, guys. Oh, thank you, AP, for saying I'm honest. Thank you. Yeah, when he was talking, I just remember thinking, no, I don't want to live like that. Like, I was just like, nah. It's up to people how they want to live, but I just think that's just not me. I just remember he was walking me back. He didn't walk me home, but because we were in the city centre, so he walked me as far as he could. And guys, he ended the date with a kiss. Oh my God, like, when I tell you, like, guys, sorry, I know this is not the information you guys want to hear. When I tell you, I felt like so embarrassed because I remember after he did it, like, one lady was looking and I was just like, oh my God, like. But that wasn't the first time we kissed, so it's not like it's like, oh my God, a kiss on the first date. We actually kissed in a nightclub, so I really feel so embarrassed telling you guys this. Oh my God, I'm so embarrassed. So we kissed in a nightclub, so it's not like after the date he kissed me for the first time. It wasn't like that. So I was still so surprised that he kissed me at the end of the date, because I don't know if that means like, I don't know if that means I just got some guys bibbing the horn at me. Guys, did you hear that? I don't even know why they bibbed me. They were. People are so weird. Because they were like signaling, like there wasn't a wave or nothing, they just bibbed me. I don't know who they are. And then they were like signaling, like telling me to stop. I don't know, what the heck. Yeah, so as I was saying, yeah, so I'm guessing he liked me because that's why I was surprised, because I thought, because I was turned off by the fact that he likes luxuries and stuff, I thought that maybe he would read my mind. And think that I'm not interested. So I was surprised when it ended with a kiss, if that makes sense. They might recognise you from YouTube. Oh my God. No, I think it was because, I don't even know. I don't know if it's from, well, I hope they don't recognise me from YouTube. Imagine. Imagine that. Yeah, so that day ended, and then I had a friend from France, and she was like pre-warning me about the guy. She was like, Tanya, don't bother with him. So I'm guessing she knew him and his friends. She was like, don't bother with him. So I took her advice and I didn't bother. Guys, it's so hard to talk loud over cars. I didn't bother with him. I took her advice, and at the time she was kind of having a thing with one of the guys in our group. But I knew him first, and she kind of had a conversation with me in the end. She was like, why didn't you pre-warn me about him? Because he was a bit of a player. And I didn't warn her about him, so I think she was thinking, I warned you about one guy, why didn't you warn me? And the thing is, I was more loyal to the guy because he was my first friend there. And I'm not going to be like spoiling his game, if that makes sense. Like, if he's got a girl that he's interested in and they're talking, why is it my place to be telling the girl that, be careful of him and blah, 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 he's a player? Like, that's not my place. So I couldn't do that to him, he's my friend. But yeah, I think our friendship may have fizzled out because of that, because I didn't pre-warn her. I don't know, I think it's because I was pulling my top up, guys. Don't even ask. I got a summer top on. I still got my worldly clothes, like from when I was like in the world, revealing clothes. So because it's hot, I put my jacket on to cover me, and I was pulling my top up. So I don't know if that was with me because of that, I don't know. Or because I got my phone out, I don't know. People are weird. Yeah, so that guy, so after the date, we didn't meet again, and out of the blue, he messaged me on Facebook asking me to be his girlfriend. And I remember declining. I don't remember how I declined or what I said. I declined, and one day I decided to look him up. Say if it was like a year later that when he asked me, I can't remember when I looked him up because people do that on social media. They kind of think about someone and think, oh, let's look and see how they're getting on. So I looked him up. I found him on Instagram actually because obviously that was on Facebook that he would have messaged me. Guys, give me 1 second. I'm going to try and cross this road. Yeah, so found him on Instagram and I found that he had somebody. So I feel like I was one of the options by the looks of it. So I feel like he was asking around the women that he's interested in, and anyone that said yeah, he took them up on the offer. So yeah, so he was in a relationship, but he was married. He's married to her. So obviously she was like one of the. I'm guessing she was one of the options, and I just kind of had like a heart sinking feeling because I was just like, back then, like when I'd see like guys that I turned down, and then I see that they're actually serious and they're committed, I would feel a certain way, like, oh my god, I missed out. I would just feel like that because I'd be thinking like that could have been me if I said yeah. Now I don't think like that. He wouldn't have been the right candidate for me because number one, lifestyle is very different. Could you imagine he's doing all luxury things and I'm complaining saying, why are you going here, why are you going there? It just wouldn't work. And plus, in terms of culture, I'm guessing because he was half Turkish, he probably would have been a Muslim anyway, so that's a definite no. So yeah, everything happens for a reason. AP said, AP said, good luck to him, his loss. I agree. I just think that, like, if he really wanted to pursue me, he should have put more of an effort in my opinion. I feel like my mind is telling me to go this way. Okay, I'm going to follow my mind, guys. I'm following my mind. If my mind tells me to go a certain way, I'm going to listen. Yeah, literally his loss, but to summarise my first impressions of that day, I was really nervous. I was happy as well. I was like, oh my gosh, finally I get to go on a date. Because I had a bit of a... I didn't really have much of a love life like growing up because obviously having a overprotective mom, she was like saying, no boys, focus on school. So it was like a bit of a luxury to get on a date. My shoulder needs cracking. I can't crack it. Yeah, so it was a bit of an excitement to go on a date. So I was really excited. I was nervous. Didn't bet. I just listened to him when he was talking like about his life and stuff, which was quite interesting that he was doing that, to be honest. It was a normal conversation because I don't really have problems talking to people. I don't really have problems talking to people, but as I said, like when he was talking, I just wasn't interested in the whole luxuries. I was just like, no, that's not me. And yeah, I was surprised when he kissed me at the end of the date because I didn't even know that I didn't even know that he would like me because obviously he never saw me until, okay, he saw me in the club, but I don't know if I still looked attractive or not. So I was surprised about the kiss, and I was a bit embarrassed as well because it was out in public and I saw a lady looking like she was surprised. So I was just like, oh my God, I don't need this kind of attention. So yeah. And then, yeah, he finally found someone, so I declined. And that was it. Happily ever after. Yeah, so guys, yeah, that's just basically it. To summarise my dates. My last date was the worst date ever. Oh my God. After that date, I was like, I'm so done. I'm so done. I'm so done with dates. Like, I'm not going on any more dates because there's some creepy people out there. Oh, AP's speaking to the truth. Hold on, let me just get onto the pavement before I read it. 1 second. You doubt yourself too much, you're gorgeous. I'm just being, oh, you're so sweet. I know, I'm literally, like, people say to me in general, overall, that I'm my own worst enemy because I talk bad about myself in my head all the time. Like if I'm going for something in life, I always think I'm not gonna get it, and I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna get it. I'm not gonna get it. Hi, Mr. RFB12Y2. Where you from? I'm from the UK. Where are you from? How are you? Today's a nice day though. I really need to get my summer clothes out. Oh, it would have been so nice to just spend one day in Birmingham or something in the town. Oh, Birmingham's got like a lot of bins. Has anyone seen it on the news about Birmingham? Bins are really full and the dustbin men are not collecting the bins. Oh, you're from Bangladesh. How are you? What? AP, it's your birthday today and you're only telling me? You're only telling me this? Oh my God, I can't even sing right now. Happy birthday to you, AP. I can't even sing. I want to sing, but I can't even sing. I think I want to sound awful on live, and I'm embarrassed to do that on live video. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to AP. That's on our tune. Happy birthday to you. It's good weather for your birthday as well. Oh my God, it's so hard to cross these roads. People drive so crazy. Hey, Prosser Rocker, how are you? AP, you're most welcome. We need to celebrate. It's AP's birthday. Are you doing anything nice for it today, AP, or are you just chilling? I hope you're not working on your birthday. I hope you're chilling. You should give thanks that you made it to another age as well. We should count our blessings. Especially in this day and age, people are dying too young. Sorry, I shouldn't be talking about that on your birthday, but it's true, we should count our blessings. We can all celebrate. Where's my invite, AP? Where's my invite? Yeah, but my last day, I'll talk about my last day on here because I'd hate to do a separate video on that. I'm not going to talk about how I met him. Okay, I spoke to the guy first. I don't think I should go into details. We went for coffee. I wasn't meeting him as a date, I was meeting him as a friend, but obviously it ended up turning into a date. He was so weird. He was so weird. Like, I shouldn't laugh about this, it was actually so weird. Hello. It was so weird, like, we went for coffee at Costa, and when I tell you the guy was staring me down, he was staring me down. Okay, I'm okay with people staring at me. That's not the problem. It was like a piercing stare for ages, and even when I looked, I had to look away because it was piercing through my soul. It was like uncomfortable. It was like he was staring and trying to communicate through staring. I was just like, oh my God, what are you doing? And to summarise, I couldn't get away from him. When I indicated that I'm going to go shopping now, he invited himself along. It became really clingy. And I just acted casual. I didn't like show that I was like nervous or anything. I just acted normal, which I think is the worst thing to do sometimes, because when you act like that, you need to just be honest about how you're feeling. And yeah, so he tagged along with me shopping. Gosh. I was shopping for pyjamas because it was coming up to winter and I knew I needed some winter pyjamas in Primark. And he was like, he offered to pay, and I was like, no, it's fine. When I got to the counter, he paid. I didn't even ask him to, and he threw the money at the lady. Guys, when I tell you, I am somebody that when I'm out in public, I like to make a good impression. I like to be polite to people. And he threw the money at the lady, not like dashed it, but it's the way he didn't want to hand it to her hand, and I didn't like that. And because it's like, it looks bad on me. So he did that. And then, oh, I forgot to say, when we were in the coffee shop, I was talking to another guy when he was there, because I'm a friendly person, I talk to anyone. And I'm just waiting for this car to hurry up and drive. It's going so slow, guys, look. It's like driving at such a slow pace. I'm just like, it's at such a slow pace. Oh, shit, I got so scared because he was looking, so I think he knew. He was looking at me, so I think he knew I was recording him. I was so silly. Like, I flipped the camera on him, and I feel like he knew it. I feel like he knew I was recording him, man. So when he got near me, I got so paranoid because I didn't know if he was going to park up behind me, so I had to turn the camera back around. AP said negative vibes, shake my head, trust me. Negative vibes are just not the one. And then, yeah, so he did that. And I was thanking him so much. I was like, thank you so much, because he brought me my pajamas. So I was like, thank you. They were only £8, but I was still so grateful. And then he would get like really close, like really, really close, like standing really close to me. And then he didn't want the night to end. It wasn't night time, but he didn't want the night to end, basically. And then he offered we go for a meal. So I was like, oh, okay. He was spending money on me, and I didn't spend a penny that day. And then I was like, okay. So we went for Nando's, and I was like, oh, okay, this is fun. But so we were in Nando's, and like, oh my god, he's there, but he couldn't. Oh god, guys, lesson learned: don't go on dates with people that can't speak English well. So he couldn't speak English well. I can hear a dog barking. I always get paranoid when I hear dogs barking because they like to attack human beings. And yeah, so I had to be the person that ordered the food because obviously his English was very limited. And 1 second, guys. And he was like, when I was ordering the food, he was standing so close to me. Oh my God. I could feel him leaning on me, and I was just like, back up. Back up. I felt bad for saying all this on my live video. So, so anyway, hi Adam, how are you? Who's Jamal? These are like bots on my life. Yeah, so anyway, we ordered food, right? And what was it? We got our seats. We got our seats first. So we went back to our tables, but I think with Nando's, I can't remember because it's so far back. I think with Nando's you have to get like your knives and forks, and I'm so OCD when it comes to stuff like that. So I was literally, they had like a sink area where you can wash your hands. I literally got the soap and started washing the knife and forks, and he actually copied me. He actually copied me. I was laughing so hard. Like anything I did, he was doing. So he copied me on that, guys. 1 second. People drive like they're mad. Why is that car like speeding? I thought he was going to come this way. Yeah, so he copied me washing the dishes. So anyway, we sat down, and then music was playing. He was on his phone, and I started dancing at the table. And then he started, oh, it was so cringe. He started dancing as well, like trying to vibe with me. And I was just like, please, just, in my head, I was just thinking, please just stop. I'm sorry if I sound like a horrible person, but you know when people are just so cringy, I was just thinking in my head, what are you doing? And you went on date with someone who can't speak English. You should have brought an interpreter. Literally, I should have. Know what it is? Like, I can communicate with people that can't speak English because I have like this gift where when they're trying to speak, I can understand what they're saying. So they could look at me and try and say at least 1 or 2 words, and I'd be like, oh, is that what you mean? Okay, yeah, I get it. So like, I have a gift from God that I can do that. But we've been using Google Translate to communicate most of the time anyway. So it was like really silent, which was weird. And then he would be like staring in my eyes and trying to hold my hand. I was just like, oh my God, please stop. towards the end of the night, I was tempted to just run off. That's how bad it was. I should have done that actually. Do you use sign language? I'm only joking. No, not sign language. We were just using Google Translator. But I remember like, oh my god, I think we were talking about. It's hard to remember because you know when you text, you can't. Because we're texting on Google Translate, it's hard to remember the actual conversation because it was a phone call. But we got on the topic about kids, and I said I don't know if I will have any, and then he was like, me and you, and I was just like, what? But obviously I just laughed at the time, but I was thinking, what the heck? I sound like a mean person. I'm so sorry, guys. My battery's running low. 1 second. Let me turn the brightness of my phone screen. So my phone's on 5%. Hello. Okay, let me speed the story up because I'm on my street now. So I just found it so cringe. He went to the toilet before we had to go, but he didn't want me to go. So I was like thinking, do I just run off now and just get the hell out of here? But the part of me that, because I'm quite like, I'm a people pleaser and I like to be polite to people. So that part of me stayed and I regret that because it became a fight. I was trying to get away from him like towards the end and he was literally trying to stop me from leaving and it was in public. Eventually I got away, but he was like, he became so psycho. I was just like, in my head, I was like, F this, I'm never going on a date again. Never with anyone. Like, it was that bad. But obviously, I'm keeping a lot of details to a minimum. But yeah, it really was that bad that I wouldn't go on a date again. He said children talk on the first date. Literally, literally. But guys, I need to wrap this video up now because my phone is on 5%. I gotta make myself something to eat. I'm so hungry. Because when the weather's hot, it makes you more like dehydrated and you just want to eat or sleep or drink. But if I took you out, I'd have you laughing all night. Literally, AP, we would be laughing so much. I feel like most of you guys that come on this live, you guys are really funny. AP, you are funny as well. But yeah, I'd definitely be laughing. But guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I am so sorry about any information I've added to this video that was not necessary and it makes people feel, if it makes people feel so uncomfortable. You're welcome. I was just literally, sorry about that guys, I was literally playing ball with one of the kids on the street. You know when a kid kicks the ball far and you think, you know what, I'm going to kick it back? I literally tried to do that. I think you're right, I should stop saying sorry. I should stop apologising. A lot of people call me out for that. I apologise way too much. But yeah, I'm going to end this video here now, guys. I wish I was a kid again because it's so fun. But yeah, take care, everyone. I'm like paying attention to my surroundings. Take care, everyone. Hi, Scott. Oh my gosh, you're coming on when I'm leaving. I'm literally leaving the live now. Oh my gosh, I'm not even joking. AP, tell him that I was actually planning to leave. every time, every time you catch my live, I'm actually about to leave. It's like I'm doing it on purpose. It's like I'm like, my radar is like, right, Scar is gonna come on my live. Let's get off. Oh, I need to smell this perfume. It's by Britney Spears, Candid Fantasy, and it literally smells like. It smells really sweet, but you know, I tried it for the first time, like I sprayed on a tester in the winter and it smelled really sweet. I thought, yeah, this is going to smell so good for summer. And I got them to spray it again on the tester paper in the shop and now it doesn't smell that good. It smells cheap. It smells like, I want to say sweets. It smells like sweets, I think. Sorry, I'm getting distracted, guys. AP, are you actually kidding me? AP said no, she just started the live. So she's not going. Oh, sweet. I am literally going, guys. Um, AP's joking with you, Sky. I don't like to call you Sky. I feel mean. The sun is getting to me now. I'm so tired, guys. Like, literally, before I headed out, I was like, I'm going to take a nap. I set my alarm for 6 p.m. And literally, when my alarm went off, I felt like I'd never even slept. It was so annoying. Like, I had like 30 minutes to sleep, and I was just like, oh my God, so annoying. Scott, wow. Yeah, AP's joking with you. I haven't just started it. I've been on here for 35 minutes now. Why do I keep smelling it? I'm so obsessed with fragrances, guys. I'm so obsessed with it. Right, guys, I'm gonna end this live. Yeah, at least you tried AP. I'm gonna end this live. I don't know if I'll do another one. But guys, thank you so much for joining. And I'll speak to you all soon. Take care. And yeah, I hope you enjoy my funny stories. Yeah, I went live 35 minutes ago. So I'm ready to leave. I'll probably go on live again, I'm not sure. Guys, I'm just laughing because this cat here, I'm scared of cats. This cat literally pissed pissed on the wheelie bin of my I don't know if anyone's familiar with cats, but they piss everywhere. It's so funny. So I don't even know why I'm laughing at that. I'm so immature. Yeah, can you believe it? I'm immature and I'm in my 30s. All right, guys, I'm gonna leave now. Guys, I'll see you all. Bye. Take care.